Hello everybody, welcome back to Reading for Vocabulary. We're still continuing the theme of heroes, and in lesson 14, our title is A Dream Come True. In this lesson, we will focus on Martin Luther King Jr. Do you know him? He was a hero who fought for people's rights. So in this lesson, we're going to learn about Martin Luther King Jr., an important hero in American history. First of all, who is Martin Luther King Jr.? He is this man here. And in this picture, he is giving a speech in Washington, D.C., and there are thousands and thousands of people who have come to hear him speak. He is very famous for his speech, I Have a Dream. Perhaps you've heard of that speech before. It's the speech in which he calls for equality between black people and white people. And in fact, for people of all races and all colors to be equal and to be treated equal under the law. So he's a very important person in American history, and that is Martin Luther King. Okay, we're going to read a passage about him, but we need to learn some words first. So let's begin with word number 1, a wish. Now, this poor kid is in school, right? And he doesn't want to be in school. He doesn't want to study. He's thinking about playing soccer, right? So he has a wish, he has a dream to go outside and play soccer. Do you have a dream? We all have dreams. We all wish we could do something. We all dream that we could do something else, perhaps. But some dreams are better than other dreams, right? Dreaming to go out to play soccer, yeah, that's a common dream. But dreaming for a better world, that's a much better dream. That's a much better wish. And we use wish, we use dream when it seems very difficult to get what we want, right? When you say, I dream of doing something, that means it's going to be hard. It's going to be very difficult. It might be impossible to get it, but you dream about it. It's a wish. It's different from saying hope. Hope is something a little easier to get. For example, I hope it rains tomorrow. Probably it will rain tomorrow. Probably. So I hope it rains tomorrow. But if there's no chance of rain, it's going to be sunny every day. They say, oh, I wish it would rain tomorrow. Okay? So wish or dream is for something that seems impossible. Hope is for something that seems a little more possible. Okay? Next one. To think of something from the past. When you think of something from the past, what are you doing? You are, of course, remembering. Remember. Remember. Can you remember what you did last year? Can you remember what you did last week? Can you remember what you did this morning? I hope so. Okay. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Can you remember? If you think about something in the past, you're remembering. Okay, number 3. To come together with. To come together with. If all of these people come together, what are they doing? They are joining. To join. Join together. To join. You can just say join. You don't have to say join together. You just need to say to join. Okay, number 4. Number 4 is not scared. Have you ever done this? What is this person doing? This person is bungee jumping. Bungee jumping. Bungee jumping. Right? Did you ever do that? I did a long time ago. And I was scared. But you have to get over your fear. You have to be not scared. Right? If you're not scared, you are brave. You have to be brave to go bungee jumping, right? You have to be brave. You have to be not scared. You must be brave. Okay, next one. 5. Not together. Sad story. right? 여자친구, 남자친구, they're fighting, right? So they're looking away from each other. They're not together now. They're not together, they are apart. Apart. Together, apart. So if people are together, they're with each other. They're sitting together. They're also thinking together. But if they're apart, right, they're not close to each other. And maybe they're thinking different ways. So together, apart, 반대로. Okay, number 6. To make somebody feel unhappy. To make someone feel unhappy is upset. To make someone upset. You can also use it as a verb. I upset him. I upset him. That means I made him angry. I made him unhappy. I upset him. Or to make someone upset. Upset. We say upset, upset, upset. Okay, it doesn't change for past tense. He upset me. Yesterday he upset me. Have you upset your brother? Right? So it's always upset. We don't change it in the past tense. It's an irregular verb. Number 7, a rule made by a government. So when the government makes a rule and everybody has to follow that rule, what is the rule? It is a law. A law. You should follow the law or obey the law. You must obey the law because if you break the law, then the police catch you and you have to pay money or go to jail. So you should follow the law, obey the laws. Laws are rules made by a government. Rules are just made by everybody. We can make rules. If we play a game, let's make some rules. We don't make laws. Only the government makes laws. Okay? So that's the difference between a law and a rule. Rules are, anybody can make a rule, but laws are made by the government. Okay. 8. The same. The same. So it looks like here we have a big heart and we have many little hearts, but they weigh the same. If something is the same, we can say it's equal. Equal. These two things, now they're different, but they weigh the same. Their weight is equal, right? So even though some two things or many things, they might look different, they can be equal in some ways, right? They're different in these ways, but they're equal in other ways. That's an important idea. Equal. Okay, so they are equal. Uh-oh, what happened? Right? We have a car accident. Now, if a car accident takes place, or really anything takes place, what do we say? It happens. So bad things happen, right? Unfortunately. Some bad things happen. Some good things happen too. Happen, now this picture looks like a negative situation, but happen is not a negative word, it's a neutral word because good things happen and bad things happen. It just means it took place. It happened, right? If you get an A on your test, that happens. If you break a window, that happens. So many different things happen. They occur. They take place. To happen. Okay, number 10. One and the other. So we're talking about one here, right? One and the other. So one and the other. They are what? We say both. Both. Not just one, not only the other one, but both together. Both. Both of them. So one and the other are both. Okay, next one. To rest on your bottom. On your bottom. Bottom is a polite word for your 엉덩이, right? Okay? Don't say hip. Don't say hip because hip is on the side. Hip is not your bottom. You have a hip on this, a right hip and left hip. You have hips are on the side. Hip is on the side. Bottom is on the bottom. You sit down on your bottom. Don't sit on your hip. That's 힘들어, and that's painful. 아파요, right? You shouldn't sit on your hip. Sit on your bottom. Okay, to rest on your bottom, of course, sit. And sit is an irregular verb, so we say sit, sat, sat. Sit, sat, sat. Let's sit down here. Oh, I sat here yesterday. Have you ever sat here? Right? Did you ever? I have sat here before, for example. Okay, so sit, sat, sat. Okay, to rest on your bottom. Okay, 엉덩이. Okay, that's a polite word. Okay, number 12. The part that faces forward. So the part of a person or a building that faces forward. It's the, what is it? It's the front part of something. So of course, if you look at a house, this is the front part of the house. That's the part that faces forward to the street. When you come to the house, you see the front of the house. When you look at a person, you see the front of the person, not the back, right? Well, unless they turn their back, right? But you look at a person, usually you look at their front, their face. So that's the front of a person, the front of a building, the front of a car. It's the part that faces forward. Okay. Not different. We talked about this a little bit before. It's kind of similar. We have a father and a son. And yes, they are different in some ways, but they are also the same because they're wearing the same cap. They're the same family. This is the father, this is the son, right? In fact, there's an interesting expression in English. Like father, comma, like son. What this means is that the son will grow up to be like the father, or the son behaves like the father. So the son and the father behave in the same way, or they look the same way. So if they're not different, they are the same. Yes, one is an older man, not an old man, but he's older. One is a baby. They're different in size, but they're the same. They're the same family, right? In some ways they're the same, in some ways they're different. But if you say something is not different, they're the same, or the other word we learned earlier, equal, right? Same or equal. Number 14, planet Earth. The planet Earth, what is it? We say it's the world, right? This is the world, or Earth, or planet Earth. It's the earth on which we live. It's our world. Okay. 15, true or false? Well, if something is not false, it is, of course, true, right? It's right there for you, right? So if something is not false, not a lie, not an untruth, then it is true, right? It is true. What's true? Of course, if it is true, it is real. It is the actual situation. It's true. Next one is 16. To move to where the speaker is. So if you're going to move from here to where the speaker is, what are you doing? You are coming. Okay? So if I'm the speaker and you move to me, I say, you are coming here, right? Or you say, I will come to you, right? I will come to you. I will come to you, right? Or please come here. Please come here. So to move to where the speaker is to come, and it's an irregular verb. Come, came, come. Come, came, come. Okay? So when we talk about in the past, we use came for simple past. I came here yesterday. Have you come here before? Okay? Have you come here before? Okay. Now, let's go over the words, the word exercises, vocabulary exercises. These are our words, dream, upset, join, and laws. We need to write the word next to its meaning. So we need to write these words next to the word that has the same meaning. The words again are dream, dream, upset, upset, join, join, and laws, laws. Let's look at the number one. One is rules, okay? So what did we talk about before? There are rules, but a rule that is made by the government is a special kind of rule. It is a law. So rules and laws have similar meanings. They're different, yeah, they mean different things, but they're similar. Rules made by the government are laws. Okay. Number two, a wish. When you wish for something, you have what? You have a dream. You have a dream when you wish for something. 3, unhappy. If somebody is unhappy, right, they are what? They are, of course, upset. And upset can also be used as a verb, not just an adjective. He is upset, that's adjective. But I upset him, that's a verb. So unhappy and upset are similar meanings. Of course, unhappy is only an adjective. 4, come together with. When you come together with something, many people come together, they join. They join together. They get together, they join together. Okay. We also have another type of exercise here. Now, this is opposites, not similar words, but opposite words. Words that have the opposite meaning. What we need to do here is circle, right? It says circle the word, so we need to circle, right? The word or words, it could be one word or it could be two words, in the sentence that are opposite of the word in bold print. This is bold print, this is bold print. So what we need to do is look at the sentence and find the part of the sentence that is the opposite of the word in bold print. Number 1, the word in bold print is apart. Apart. The sentence is, she always has fun when they are together. Now, which word in this sentence is the opposite, pandero, of the word apart? Remember, apart, pandero, together. So this is it right here. We should circle this word. She always has fun when they are together. Pandero, apart. Okay? Number 2, the word is upset. Upset. The sentence, John is very happy to see his grandfather. John is very happy to see his grandfather. So which word in this sentence is the opposite of upset? Which word is the opposite? Well, upset is the same meaning as unhappy, right? Un means not happy. So happy is the opposite of upset, right? Very simple. Okay, next one, number 3. Our word is brave. Brave. Sentence, Jane was scared of the big dog. If you see a big dog, right? You are what? You are scared, right? Now, scared, that's the opposite of brave, right? Brave means to be not scared. So scared and brave are opposites. They mean different things, opposite things. Okay, number 4, the word is remember. 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 The sentence is, I forget which street he lives on. I forget which street he lives on. So remember means to think about the past, to know something from the past. But if you can't think about the past, or something in the past you can't think of it, that means you forgot it, right? So forget means the opposite of remember. Remember and forget are different. They are opposites. Okay? So interesting exercise. Okay, those are our 2 vocabulary exercises for the words. Let's take a short break. We'll come back and look at the reading.